Hey, it's Mikey Mike. Hey, we are kiteboarding in Long Beach. That's right. After bilateral knee replacement, we are giving it a good shot. And today's all about transitions, and I nailed it for the most part.
Thanks.
So Jesse was kind enough to give me a launch here on the beach, and we're getting ready to go. It was a nice day, August 2nd, and yeah, it was awesome on the BG surfboard, strapless. And it was a really nice day. The water was like really kind of greenish blue early, and the winds were pretty decent, not too bad. So I'm like I said, working on transitions. Got foot switches and overhead jibes, and I did some down loop bottom turns toe side with a foot switch and a couple face plants. So we'll see how it goes, but yeah, it was a lot of fun. So still, with trying to avoid some buoys here. Still, it's a little tricky with the knees, but yeah, it's doable for sure. And here we go, setting up for a turn. A little carve there, and now try to switch the feet and kite overhead and then back down, and made the foot switch, and now get some power and go. And I was so stoked. Even watch this video when I'm editing it, I was like, I don't believe I just did that. So a lot of these turns, they all look pretty similar, but they're all different. So I had quite a few good jibes today, and with foot switch, which I've pretty much never really done, especially the down loop bottom turns with a foot switch. This today was the first day I've ever done that. I've always crashed. But I'm able to turn my feet or switch my feet in both directions, and here I didn't quite just make it. So we'll give it another shot. And I think this was a Friday, and there was nobody on the beach. It was awesome, but the winds were perfect. I think I'm on the 14 and the 6.4 surfboard, so there's plenty of flotation and plenty of kite to keep me going here in the lighter winds. For the most part, the water's pretty smooth. I was able to play on a little bit of, wind chop or whatever, but yeah, Long Beach is so much fun. As long as you get, excuse me, as long as you can avoid the stingray zone. And I actually stepped on something flopping under my foot this time, and but I was able to avoid getting stung, so that was good. We'll call it a flounder. I know what it was. I mean, that stingray zone is hard to avoid, or it's, get too close and take off a fin. Trying to do the foot switch here. Kite's kind of overhead, then I dive the kite and finish the foot switch. And then as soon as you finish the foot switch, it's super easy. It's just regular kiting. But man, that foot switch is tricky. So kite cam perspective, try to zoom it in a little bit just to kind of see my feet, because it's a little tricky to see from that far away. Now these videos are totally just to help me, but you guys can come along for the ride. It's totally fun. So I've been losing a lot of weight because of the knees, which is good, and I went back down from like 260, 270, now I'm down to 229, and that definitely helps with the kiting as well. And also been jumping on the Peloton bike, and I think up to today I had probably 160 miles or 170 miles on in about 30 days, so that's pretty good. Definitely helping with my stamina on the water. totally shows here that I've been able to kite all day without having to really take a break. Yeah, just a proper face plant, trying to do that foot switch, and didn't quite work. And that one was pretty good. Like I said, you can see 0 kites out on the water. It was an awesome day, and I had the whole area to myself. It was a lot of fun. A little bit later in the afternoon, a few people showed up, but it was so much fun. So struggling to get around, but making it. And as soon as I can get some power, I'm back going. So it really helps with a a larger board and a lot more flotation there. Now, a smaller board is easier to turn around, but you got to be quick about it, and it's tough. When I was in Sherman, I actually used like a 5.2 or 5.3 board, and I was able to do a transition, which I was surprised. So there's a bottom loop, down turn, and a face plant. So that was the first attempt, and we're gonna go back the other way and try it again. For some reason, I usually do the bottom loops or down loops by the shore. It's probably just more comfortable side. So here we go again. We'll try this. So down loop, toe side, and foot switch, and makes the transition. First time ever. Totally loving that. That's awesome. The beats having to fall back in the water and dealing with all that, especially by the shore, because sometimes it gets shallow. Let's try it again, I think. Down loop, toe side, foot switch. Did I make it? That was not pretty, but hey, we make it. So here's the helmet cam perspective. Let's see if we're doing that. I'll plan on a little chop here, doing some carves. And we're trimmed in pretty good, so the wind's doing not too bad. But I'm on the 14, don't forget. I almost fell over right there. So setting up for the turn, so I'm going to probably power kite back up. Oh, didn't do it. So it's lagging on power here. And I went overhead, which I hardly ever do going this direction. But I made it. Not pretty, but I did it. So here's the beach cam perspective. I've actually took a look at it on the beach cam. I think it was this last transition. And it was an overhead transition. So overhead, make the turn, dive the kite. Kind of almost fell back in the water, but still made it. But take a look around, there's like nobody out there. It was so much fun. Yeah, and typically I always power back up. I take the depower and power back up when I do the transitions to have as much power as I can. So here's a down loop and a face plant. So not every day is good, but it's so much fun. And I just keep going. I keep trying. So there's like 2 more kiters. Wow, look at that. So for the most part, I kited most of the day, and then I did do a foil session, which wasn't as graceful for sure, but not calling this really graceful, but at least I'm doing it. So down loop, bottom turn, toe side, wiggle the feet, and face plant. Yeah, I've never done this many transitions and survived, that's for sure. So it's really, you know, a big step for me. Let's hope I can just keep doing this. Let's see what we got here. Oh, down loop bottom turn. Switch the feet, switch the feet. Made it. I win. Look at that. Yeah, I've never been able to go from toe side to switch my feet to regular side and heel side and go. Oh, didn't quite make it. So power back up. Start thinking about how I'm going to do it. And then turn up as high as I can. And then it comes through the power zone and pulls you around. And yeah, you know, try to switch the feet. And did we make it? Yes! Now try to watch out for that tree. Oh no! Ah! Oh, survived. I don't know why I try to drive the bar with my arms and not just turn the bar. I mean, I try to turn the bar at the same time and not just pull one side or the other. It's weird. It's kind of like body English. I think the kite's going to do something different, but I know it's not. But it's funny to see it in the video. And I use a real wide bar to give me as much leverage as possible. I really like the wide bar. I'm not doing any tricks to where it's, I just mow the grass, that's all I ever do. You know, I gotta be careful with the knees and the back and all the other fun injuries I've had, so. Go down loop. Squirreliness. Trying to switch the feet. Make it. Now unspin the bar. Alright. Grab the bar backwards. So it's Mikey Mike. Hey, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. You know, smash that like button if you like what you see. Leave some comments for sure. Tell me how you guys are progressing as you know, intermediate, beginning / kite surfers, and you know, it's so addicting. Highly recommend it to just about anyone that can swim and is not scared of getting face planted. So yeah, it's tons of fun. Trying to body drag back to the board. Make sure you put a little bit of wax on your board. It's a lot more user friendly to like I almost grab it and nope, another transition. Little wax on your nose and your rails, so when you come back by your board, it's easy to grab onto, because if not, it slides right out of your hand and then you got to try it again, and sometimes you only get one chance at it before you know, all hell breaks loose basically and you lose your board. So I think I'm getting a little tired here, so it's almost time to call it a day. So we're going to take it back to the beach and you know, give this another shot another day. So getting a little bit better. So this is Mikey Mike once again. Hey, let's see if we can make it back to the beach safe and land, and we'll see you guys down in Long Beach. Make sure you leave some comments. Tell me when the next time you guys are going, and you know, it's only a 2-hour-ish drive for me to get there. So no excuses for people you know, living in the desert or up in the mountains or whatever that go kite surfing. You guys can do it. You know, everybody chases the wind. It's either Long Beach or Sherman Island or Colorado River or up to Ventura. Ventura's a little sketchy because it's a lot of big waves. That's a little too much for me, but gave it a shot a couple times. All right here in the Stingray zone, and can't get any closer. So I guess I'm gonna have to pop off the board, and that's the lucky lotto right there. Did you get stung or not? So, all right, this is Mikey Mike. Hope you enjoyed the video. Leave some comments, and we'll see you next time. All right, man. Peace.